Alright, namaste. If anybody kind of follows me or knows what I do, I've been kind of keeping up with me. Been through some pretty horrific things right this past week. But kind of wanted to show you what I got and go from there. Basically, I was in Nepal on April 25th. I go to Nepal almost every single year. I get costumes made there. I get balloon accessories made there. I try to help out some friends that have factories. I work with two fair trade factories that hire mostly women. I've been friends with all these people for forever. During the earthquake, nobody I know got injured, but a lot of the people that I know actually lost their houses. So right now they're all living under plastic tarps, and it's really sad and depressing. I'm trying to raise money with another business adventure thing that I have, that I basically, it's all going nonprofit now. All the profits going overseas. I've been trying to raise some money and take care of my friends, basically. But I was there for 2.5 months. The earthquake hit the last 3 days I was there, so I left on my scheduled time, which was good because supplies were getting kind of short. I was able to go around all my factories, which were still standing, and when I was able to get all my supplies, some things were very close to being finished, so just a few little details, but everything was kind of done. So I just grabbed what I had, left my friend with money, and we'll figure out bills and try to help them get their lives back together. But real quick, I got the Karma Collection, which is what I spent the last 2.5 months in Nepal working on. This here is the Namaste bag. This is my big bag. Anybody that knows me, I've been obsessed with making big balloon bags. I've designed one 14 years ago and have just been tweaking it ever since. And I think I got a perfect bag. So it's a Namaste bag. All my bags, all my accessories are named hello of different languages. So very simple. It's got a cover. It's got a zip pocket here for paperwork. You open it up. It's got all elastic pockets in the front. It's got pump pockets, which right now I'm using for bands and pumps and that. Two big Sharpie pockets here. It's got straps to attach things. I have a razor blade in my counter for when I do my numbers. And all these are elastic. So it's got 6 across the top, 4 across the middle, and 2 down here. The bag, the best part is it actually zippers open, and it pops into a rectangle. It's all pockets. There's about 77 pockets, different sizes, some very large, medium, and then some small ones, depending on what you use. So that works out really well. I've actually used it for 2 birthday parties and a Cavaliers game, and I love it. The side has 2 larger pockets here, and then this pocket was basically designed to hold a drink. The back side has elastic loops for actually inserting inflated balloons. So you can put monkeys in trees, you can put flowers, they'll all dangle right up in the back of your bag, so they're not interfering with you at all, and it's a nice display. On the bottom here, there's a window for an advertisement, either your twister name, or possibly if you're at a restaurant every week, you can post that in there as well. And you can change those out. And it closes up, and it folds up, it carries nicely. So that's the Namaste bag. Let's set that down. The next one I have is the Swazdi balloon folder. So it's basically, I kind of designed it off of some school supplies. It opens up, and you've got a ton of elastic loops for displaying all your balloons. You could put 12-inch, 11-inch rounds. You could put geoblossoms, bee bodies, all your different prints. It's got 6 Velcros across the top for 260s, and it's got a ton of little bands. And it all zips up nicely, and it's a nice little carrying piece. If you're a face painter, you can actually carry that to birthday parties, and if you walk in and you're there for an hour and there's only 5 kids and you do a few balloons, it's a nice little piece to have. This is what it looks like closed, and it's got the zipper that goes around the entire thing. The zipper's open. And then inside, you've got your Velcro, and then literally you have all these elastic loops. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've got 12, and you've got 12 loops, and then each one has 4 going across. This one here is kind of a larger one. This is to hold the 260s that come down. But beautiful piece. This actually zippers out, and it's divided into 3 sections. And you've got your belt loops there, so you can hang it in different kind of ways. So that's the Swazi folder. Next one I have is the Ni Hao apron. It's a elongated apron, which I really, really like. The wide aprons, they just tend to get in your way. This one you can actually walk very easily with it for walk around. It's got all your Velcro across the top. It's got the pouch to hold all your 260s. It's got a zipper pouch. It has your elastic bands across the top for some prints. It's got pump pockets, it's got Sharpie pockets, and the really, really nice feature is inside the larger pockets, there's actually elastic bands as well. So you can actually have balloons sticking out of the pocket, and they'll all hold in there nice and snug. And then, of course, it buttons down. The thing I did notice with the button, I wasn't able there to test it because they actually sewed the buttons on the day before the earthquake. You basically have to take the elastic band and just wrap it around. So you can't just loop it on, you got to loop it and then you got to spin it around one time, and it holds out nice and tight. These here are more like belt loops. Those are for razor blade cutters, or you can even actually put Sharpie markers through there. And it's got an adjustable belt, 1.5 inch comfortable belt. So that is the Nihao apron. The Ola mesh organizer. Ta-da! It's got 20 pockets, all elastic. It's got the elastic strips across the top. This one's a little off. This is one of my sample pieces, so actually when they did them, they made them a lot straighter. This also has the elastic bands on the back for displaying inflated balloons. It's got a couple belt loops for different hangings if you would like to. You can get a laminated sign and put a couple pieces of Velcro on the back and slap that on there. This is actually used to close it, but since it's there, you can put a little sign back there. And the beautiful, beautiful thing about this one is on the inside, it's got plastic strips to hold it secure, and then it's also got Velcro on the very bottom and the very top. So when you put the pole in there, if you've got a crop and style, or if you've got any kind of luggage carrying thing, the pole goes inside, and it will actually Velcro and hold it nice and tight. So now you're dealing with that gap instead of a full gap. So really, really nicely designed. I really like that piece. Another one I have here is basically a simple pump holder. It's got a little Velcro on the back. It's got some belt loops. And it could be just kind of, you know, like a holster, like you'd carry on your side. It's got the belt loops for that. You can wear it on the side. You can attach it to your filbert pump. So you've got, basically you can use it for tools. And you've got basically business card pocket there, kind of a pump or scrap pocket there. And then you've got the Sharpie pockets, 4 on each side. And then you've got a little bit larger of a pocket in the middle. So that's a cute little piece. And then last but not least is the Shalom Recycle Tool Bag. So this will hang on a pump or on the bag. It actually Velcros shut. So that way if you have it, if you throw all your scraps in there, they're not going to fall out. Inside you've got a larger pocket here for business cards. You have 3 Sharpie pockets, and then you have probably another kind of Sharpie pocket, but it's more for like scissors and that. It's a little bit wider. And that'll actually just hang down. You've got 3 belt loops, 1, 2, and 3 on there, so you can position it in different ways. If you wanted to give it more of an angle, you can actually just tie a balloon around there and pick it up and give it a little more angle. So those are all my collection. The idea is basically I have a limited supply right now. I've got to help my friends in Nepal rebuild their lives, so I'm trying to start this business to help them. And I'm going to go from there. I'm trying to do my best. So I've got a lot of people right now that need me. Alright, thank you very much and namaste.